ブリーチ
All right, let's read chapter 162 of Bleach, Black Moon Rising. This is a special chapter in Bleach. It is all in color. Now, I'll have to angle the book up here a little bit to avoid getting these shiny lights in there. So it'll be a little bit awkward, but we'll manage. So let's go. Byakuya and Ichigo. Nandato. So that's Byakuya. Like, what are you saying? So the previous chapter ended with Byakuya making comment about, like, it's as though you're saying that you can do Bankai. That's in essence what he was saying. And Ichigo's response was, that's right. That's what I'm saying. That way saying Byakuya Kuchiki. So that is what he is saying here. What? Like, what did you say? Kiki kaesu nayo. Will not repeat? Or don't ask again? Kiki kaesu. Yeah, I guess like Kiki kaesu nayo. To ask and return, don't ask and return. Kikoeten daro. Able to hear, right? Like basically, like don't ask again. You heard it. You were able to hear it, right? Soretomo shinjirarene dake ka? Or not able to believe it. Is it just that? Or are you just not able to believe this? Nidomo sandomo iwanezo. Even 2 times, even 3 times won't say it. Will not speak, will not say. Ore no kotoba wa shinjirarenakute mo. As for my words, even if you don't believe them. So I'm not going to say it even 2 or 3 times if you're not going to believe the words that I'm saying. Teme no me nara shinjirareru daro. If it's your eyes, able to believe, right? So basically, like, you should be able to believe this with your own eyes. Kuchiki Byakuya. Okay. Shikari mite keyo. So, shikari is like tightly, carefully, whatever, look, watch. And teoku is to do something on purpose or in advance. So like watch carefully, watch closely. Koitsu ga ore no. This thing is my bankai da. My bankai is bankai. Okay. Oh. So we get the special color issue for Ichigo's bankai. But before that, we bring you the splash page for chapter 162. By the way, new format. The information for the manga and the title is, and the chapter information is going to be over there for now. We'll see whether this works or not. Getting it out of the way from up here. So there we go. Black Moon Rising, chapter 162. The gang hanging out. Who's that supposed to be? That's not supposed to be Ishida, is it? Oh, that's Uruki. Oh, okay, thank you. Wow. Ishida is now forgotten. Of course, it's Uruki. Thank you. All right. Zoom back in here. Okay. There he goes. Boom. Bakana. Bakana. Impossible. Okay. We're getting a whole dialogue, and then we're getting this statement and a whole bunch of dialogue. This says, well, let me not spoil that because this is a lead up into that. Okay, what do we have here? Shinigami to shite choten o sawameta mono no mi ni yurusareru. Okay. Zanpaku to senjutsu no saishu ogi. All right, this is getting awkward as I'm trying to hold the book and type. The final ogi. The final mystery, the final secrets of the Zanpakuto's fighting technique. For a Shinigami, or as a Shinigami, the Choten, the pinnacle, or one's exceeding the pinnacle as a Shinigami, yurusareru, to be allowed. Okay, as a Shinigami, I guess like being allowed to be a person, I guess, that is hitting the limit of the pinnacle. Kiwame. To carry to the extreme. A person at the extreme of the pinnacle. It's the final, again, the final secret or mystery of the Zanpakuto battle technique. Okay, we're getting some sort of like image of something in the background. We've seen some of this stuff before. This is like a hollow, right? There's Byakuya's Bankai. Oh, these are different Bankai. Okay, yeah, that's that giant figure. This was Poison Dude, right? And then that's Byakuya. Okay, so that's what those are. Sorry, it's been a while. Shinigami to shite ta to kakuzetsu shita chouzen taru reiyatsu o umare motsu yontai kizoku toiedo soko ni itaru koto ga dekiru mono wa mo sekai ni hitori to iware. Okay. Okay, so as a Shinigami, or for a Shinigami, ta to kakuzetsu shita. This is like other and kakuzetsu, like severance. It doesn't help that this font is really blurry. Established theory? No. Zetsu, not setsu. No, not isolation either. Oh, it is isolation separation. Okay. So as a Shinigami, like having done isolation or separation from others, and chozen taru atsure o umareru motsu, holding or being born with, carrying and being born with spiritual pressure that is chozen taru, attached, aloof, or transcendental. Taru as a suffix. Taru as a suffix. I guess maybe those who are as an auxiliary. So those who are aloof or detached, being born, carrying spiritual pressure. The four big families, noble families, Toiedo. Having said that, yeah, so, or be that as it may, as for the big four noble families, in that place, existing thing, it's possible as for a person. So as for a person that can exist like in that place in the Four Noble Families or in maybe attaining the Bankai, in several generations, it's one person, it is said. So again, being a Shinigami, the pinnacle, taking it to the extreme of the pinnacle and being allowed to do the final secrets of the Zanpakuto battle technique. And it is said that it's one person in several generations, even of like the Four Noble Families, are able to become, to be born with the spiritual pressure, the detached, transcendental spiritual pressure, I guess, that allows this to be possible. Okay. それを発言できたものは, as for people that, I guess, like for this to be possible, Hatsugen is to be able to demonstrate or put forth a revelation manifestation. Yeah. So as for people that have been able to do manifestation of that, meaning, again, the Bankai, hitotsu no rengai mo naku, Soul Society no rekishi ni eian ni sono na o kizamareru. That thing, again, as for the people that have been able to manifest that thing, one thing of reigaimo, sorry. Reigaimo, one exception. Oh, okay, so without even one exception. Even an exception of one not existing. So without exception, in the Soul Society, the history of Soul Society, eternally that name is engraved. Okay, so for those that are able to demonstrate Bankai, names engraved in the history eternally for Soul Society, without exception. それが Bankai da. That is Bankai. That's what Bankai is. Daga koitsu wa nanda? But as for this guy, what? Meaning like, who is he? What is he? Koitsu wa, as for this guy, Urukia no chikara o kuratte shinigami o to natta. As for this guy, devoured, absorbed, etc., Urukia's power and became a Shinigami. Hizoku dokoro ka ganrai Shinigami desra nai. Okay. Hizoku dokoro ka. Dokoro ka is a special thing, yeah. Far from that. Far from being a noble family. Ganrai. Originally, essentially, a Shinigami being that non-existing. So far from being even a noble, he's not even originally a Shinigami. Sore ga naze, that, why, or like, so then, why, Bankai nado to tayasuku kuchi ni suru. Why or how the Bankai and things like that easily doing in the mouth, which I guess is an expression meaning like, why is he talking so readily about Bankai? Kuchi ni suru. Yeah, speaking of, referring to. That's what we want. And Tayasui is just a way to say easy, simply, lightly. Why is he so lightly, so easily speaking of Bankai and things like that? Okay. Sore ga naze. So that, why? Again, like, why is that? Konna reatsu o hanatteiru. this sort of, why this sort of spiritual pressure releasing or emanating? How is he, or why is he emanating, radiating this sort of a spiritual pressure? Kore wa marude. As for with this, meaning the spiritual pressure that he's doing, it's as if it's as if marude. Ooh. Ban kai. Oh, wow. Okay, we get a whole double page here. Okay, that's a, is that an ooh? I think that's an ooh. Ooh. It's actually kind of hard to tell what that character is. I think it's just an ooh. Anyway, it's a big badoom. So there we are. This is the side of the cliff where the guillotine was and all that stuff. And that's the hyper beam / blast. We get lots of does. Okay, it's clearing. Byakuya is still standing. Oh. Nice. He changed clothes. Or something. Okay. So we saw the name of it before. He says it here. Tensa Gingetsu. Actually, no, this is different. Tensa Zangetsu. Getting the whole name wrong. Zangetsu. So Tensa, we know what Zangetsu is. Zangetsu is the name of the blade, and Zangetsu means slicing moon, or slicing, cutting, killing moon. Tensa means heavenly chain. That's kusari, chain, and heaven. So heavenly chain, slicing moon. Okay. And you can see the blade has kind of turned different. It's much smaller than normal. Ananda sorewa. What is it as for that? So what is that? What is that? そんな小さいものが挽回だと? That's sort of a small thing. That's sort of a small thing. Bankai, it is. That's sort of a small thing is your bankai. That's what you're saying, dato. Tada no zanpaku to de wa nai ka. tada is like normal, regular, common. So it's a common, normal, regular zanpaku to, isn't it? Naruhodo. I see now. Kyoku kei toi, bankai toi. Kyoku kei. Ultimate execution? Oh, that's the ultimate punishment. Yeah, that was their name for the execution. So like ultimate punishment is good, and bankai is good. Kisama wa yohodo wareware no. As for you, not a polite you, very much our hokori o fumi nijiru no konomu to mieru. Able to see it, or it's visible as liking the like trampling of our pride. Fumi means to step on, and nijiru I think is to like grind in or whatever. So fumi nejiru. Oh, niji. Yeah, trampling underfoot. To trample. So, as for you, very much our pride, seeming it's visible as liking to trample it. It seems as though, so he's like, first the execution, meaning he ruined that. He plopped in on it, and now the bankai and everything. You seem just to like very much to trample on our pride. And again, mieru, meaning it's visible as that, or it can be seen that way. All right. It doesn't take too long for Byakuya to get self-righteous. Naraba, sono mi ni kizande yaro. If that's the case, then into that body, into your body, let's carve. Let's carve it into your body. Hey, Wincing, how's it going? Hokori o hegasu to iu koto ga. Let's carve it into your body, this pride kegasu to yokoto, the event called kegasu, the thing called polluting pride, the thing called polluting pride, or, oh no. Yeah, hokori is pride. Yeah, thing that you're proud about. I guess you could take it as honor, but it's more about like something that you're boasting of. Okay, so again, that polluting or contaminating the pride or the boasting, he's talking about their pride. Douyu mukui o ukeru no kao na. What sort of a mukui? Mukui. That's like reward, recompense, punishment, or retribution. Receiving la. Okay, so if that's the case, onto that body, let's carve it. The event of staining our pride, for polluting our boasting, our pride. What sort of a punishment receiving? So, okay. Go on. Oh, okay. And I guess immediately Ichigo is right there. And Byakuya does not appear to be ready for it. Okay, that's Byakuya's eyes in sudden realization. Domo, sono wareware no hokori te yatsu ga Urukia o korosu koto to tsunagateru mite da na. Ouch. Ouch. Like, please or sorry, that pride of yours, that wada wada no hokori, that pride or boast of yours, that thing that you call that, the event of killing Urukia, is it connected? It seems to be connected with that, doesn't it? And tsunagaru is to be tied together or connected with it. So, and mite is to seem or appear. So he's basically saying that thing that you're calling your pride, it seems to be connected to killing Urukia. Dattara, if that's the case, anta no iu tori, then just like you said, according to speaking of you, so according to what you said, just like you said, ore wa soitsu o fumi nijiru ze. As for me, that thing will trample. So he's saying that thing that you call pride, your pride, seems to be connected with killing Urukia. If that's the case, then just like you said, as for me, I will trample on that thing. Giri. That's him grabbing his blade. Sono tame ni, for that purpose, teni ireta bankai da, obtained bankai. That's why I obtained bankai. Zam. Oh, nice. The hilt of his blade even looks like ban. Notice the chain. Okay, right. So the name of the attack again was what? Right, heavenly chain. So there we get a chain. Now we'll see if it's connected to the chain fate and all that stuff. Oh, and that's the end of the chapter. Okay, that's why I achieved bankai. Gachoko. What does this say? Basement, first floor. Starao toire. I think that's like a bucket for one of the bathrooms. Yeah, like this is like studio toilet. Oh, or that's just the toilet itself. Domo. Hey. Bleach. Is that supposed to be Sekai? Bleach Kaide. In the world of Bleach, Saimo, Motomo, Nani Sone Otoko, Ranking, Uchi something. The English here says, fresh from winning Bleach World's most pure-hearted man contest by a landslide. Yamada, what's his name? Hanataro. Yeah. Oh, it's Hanataro. Guess just reminding us that he's alive. That is the end of 162. That is the end of chapter 162, the end of our color chapter. Sorry about the awkwardness. Trying to get the glare out of the color there. We will continue next time with chapter 163. We'll see what Ichigo's Bankai, well, we might see what it's actually all about next time.